New 2026 GWM Tank 300 Diesel vs 2026 Toyota Fortuner are the mainstream comparison. This head-to-head matchup has quickly become one of the most talked about rivalries in midsize, body-on-frame 4x4 SUVs. For years, the Toyota Fortuner has been the undisputed default choice in many global markets, Southeast Asia, Australia, South Africa, South America, for buyers who need a bulletproof, 7-seater off-roader. However, the arrival of the GWM Tank 300, particularly with its newer 2.4L turbo diesel powertrain, alongside its hybrid offerings, has disrupted the status quo by offering premium interior tech and strong off-road specs at an aggressively competitive price point. Here is how these two mainstream heavyweights stack up against each other across key categories. Key differences and trade-offs: cargo space and everyday usability. GWM Tank 300 offers 400 liters of boot space behind the second row, because there is no third row. Mechanism: the floor is low and perfectly square, making it easy to fit large fridges, drawers, or camping crates. Toyota Fortuner, with the third row folded down, the seats fold upward toward the side windows, a signature Toyota design. While this preserves vertical floor space, it restricts horizontal boot width when packing wider items. Cabin technology and modern luxuries. GWM Tank 300 feels like a high-end luxury vehicle inside, heavily inspired by modern European off-roaders. You get dual continuous widescreen displays, 360-degree cameras with transparent chassis views, and ambient lighting. Toyota Fortuner focused heavily on durability over flashy tech. It has an older, analog-heavy dashboard, a smaller infotainment screen, and simpler materials that are built to take abuse. Seating and practicality. 5-seater versus 7-seater. Toyota Fortuner offers a third row, making it a proper 7-seater. For larger families or school runs, this is often a deal breaker in favor of the Fortuner. GWM Tank 300, strictly a 5-seater layout. While this means no third row, it grants generous second row legroom and a massive, square cargo floor for camping or off-road gear. Powertrain and driving dynamics. GWM Tank 300 Diesel, the 2.4L turbo diesel paired with a smooth 9-speed automatic delivers strong low-end torque, 480 Nm, that makes crawling and highway cruising effortless. Toyota Fortuner offers the proven 1 GDF-TV, 2.8L, and 2 GDF-TV, 2.4L, engines. While the 6-speed auto isn't as quick-shifting as GWM's 9-speed, Toyota's diesel engines are legendary for their long-term endurance and predictable power delivery. Reliability and resale value. Toyota Fortuner, the undisputed king of long-term reliability, low maintenance costs, and high resale value across world markets. Mechanics everywhere know how to fix them, and parts are always available. GWM Tank 300 offers significantly better value for money out of the showroom floor, often packed with features for lower prices, backed by long factory warranties. However, long-term 10-year durability and residual value are still being proven compared to Toyota's track record. Summary verdict: buy the GWM Tank 300 Diesel if you want a stylish, retro-modern 4x4 loaded with technology, upscale cabin comfort, advanced off-road hardware, and do not need a third row. Buy the Toyota Fortuner if you require a 7-seater family vehicle, prioritize proven long-term mechanical reliability, plan to keep the vehicle for 10+ years, or care deeply about strong resale value. To dive deeper into how these two body-on-frame 4x4s compare, let me break down the critical performance, off-road, and technology metrics that differentiate them on and off the pavement. Trail geometry and dimensions. While both vehicles sit on traditional ladder frame chassis, their body shapes create two very different off-road profiles. Key takeaway: the Tank 300's boxy design gives it steep approach and departure angles, meaning you are much less likely to scrape the front or rear bumpers when dropping into deep ruts or climbing steep inclines. However, the Fortuner's massive 279mm ground clearance gives it superior belly clearance over tall rocks and central obstacles. Off-road hardware and crawling technology. The way these two tackle difficult terrain highlights a shift in design philosophy. GWM Tank 300, mechanical plus smart tech. Dual differentials, comes equipped with both front and rear locking differentials on 4x4 models. Tank turn, brakes the inside rear wheel to dramatically reduce the turning radius on narrow dirt tracks or around tight trees. 540 degrees camera features a transparent chassis view that projects what is directly beneath the front axle on the central screen, invaluable when cresting blind hills. Toyota Fortuner, traditional articulation plus ATRC. Rear lock only, uses a rear mechanical diff lock, relying on Toyota's aggressive active traction control, ATRC, system to brake spinning front wheels electronically. Wheel articulation, excellent suspension flex from its Hilux-derived setup, keeping tires planted on uneven ground without needing to engage diff locks as early. On-road refinement and gearbox tuning. GWM Tank 300 diesel. The 2.4L engine delivers 135 kilowatts, 181 HP, and 480 nanometers of torque through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Having 9 gears allows the engine to stay in its optimal power band while keeping highway RPMs low, significantly reducing typical diesel clatter at cruising speeds. Toyota Fortuner 1GDF-TV 2.8L produces 150 kilowatts, 201 HP, and 500 Nm of torque via duct to 6-speed automatic. It holds a slight edge in raw power, but the 6-speed transmission has wider gear gaps, giving it a more muscular, traditional truck feel when accelerating under heavy loads. Safety and driver assistance, ADAS. Tank 300, standard with a Level 2 ADAS suite, including full-speed adaptive cruise control with stop and go, active lane centering, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic braking, and auto park assist. Toyota Fortuner features Toyota Safety Sense, TSS, on higher trims, pre-collision warning, lane departure alert, radar cruise control. It covers all essential safety basics well, but lacks active lane centering, steering, or automated parking features.